Hello, my name is Ben Kemp. I'm the operations manager here at Grant Cottage Historic Site. And I wanted to talk to you today about the importance of artifacts. Well, what are artifacts? Artifacts are items that were used by our ancestors. These are items that teach us many things about the people that came before us. And that's why they're really important that we save these things, because they are part of all of our story. Our story is all intertwined with each other. And these items have something to say not only about where we came from, but also where we are and where we're going. So these are great teaching tools. They show us how we made advancements in technology and also sometimes mistakes. But we learn from mistakes. And so even our mistakes are important to remember and to preserve. So that is why it's important to keep historic sites and artifacts preserved so that they can teach us more about ourselves and teach future generations as well. Someday, people will be looking at the things that we use every day and learning something valuable about our lives. So what I want to do with you today is a bit of an activity. I want to show you some items that were used in everyday life back in the time of Ulysses S. Grant, the man who was a general and a president and stayed at this home with his family in his final weeks of his life. So some of the items that would have been used by people of that time, but I'm going to let you guess what each one is. So I want you to send us your best guess as to what each one of these items is. I'm going to give you some clues. Item number one. A lot of people say, well, it looks like a plunger for a toilet. That's not what it is. In fact, this is made out of metal. So it's not a plunger. It's not going to work right in a toilet. It does, however, have something to do with water and making sure you have a good appearance every day. I'll see if you can guess what that is. And this would have been used before we had electric appliances. And it would have been a hand tool, used by hand. So that's item number one. Send us your best guess. Item number two. I'm going to bring this down a little closer. Item number two. There we are. Look at it a little bit closer here. So this would have been an item that would have been in a lady's dressing room. What would this be used for? Again, before electricity was used very commonly, this was used instead. So we'll see if you can guess that. That's item number two. A little mystery there. Item number three. Item number three. Here we have is an item that goes up and down and forces some air out of the little nozzle here at the end. It blows air out the end. So this would have been used very commonly in households, and it was something to do with making sure you weren't cold in the colder months of the year. So almost every household would have one of these. Item number three. Make your best guess. Item number four. We have a wooden handle and metal pieces coming out to form what kind of looks like a heart. And here we are before electricity became common. And this is going to be a cleaning item for cleaning something particular in the house and in a particular way. The item would usually be removed that was going to be cleaned outside the home, and then this item would have been used to clean it. So if you know what this item may be, might have been used for, or what the name of it might be, give us your best guess. Item number 4. Item number 5 is a giant set of what looks like tongs. These are fairly heavy metal tongs. And this is going to be very important. They're going to use this every year. And it had to do with making sure food stayed fresh. Food stayed fresh. So what is a very important thing to food staying fresh? Think about that. What do you need to, where do you put food when you want it to stay fresh? Now, if you didn't have electricity, what would you do? See if you can figure it out. Item number 5. Give us your best guess. And last but not least, people needed to communicate somehow, and this item would help them do it. I'll bring it closer. It's made of glass. Kind of looks like a little beehive. Item number 6 here, made out of glass. Had threads on it, so you could stick it on a pole. And this was a way to get messages somewhere. So if you think you may know what type of communication it was used for, and what this may have been called, item number 6. See if you can guess it. Also, if you'd like to share any of your own artifacts, pictures of things you may have in your home, we'd love to see what you have. Take a picture and show it to us. We'd love for you to share that with us. And maybe there's something that we can all learn from one of your objects in your home.